What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming in and spending the evening with me. I'm going to say hi to a couple of people. I'm probably going to miss a bunch of people, but hello, Les, Bernadette, Patty, Kathy, Diana, Kaylee, Charlotte, Gracie, Sue. I'm gonna just do this briefly, and then we're gonna get on. Crystal, Sandra, Gary, Annette. Good to see you here. Keeping this on the background tonight, taking care of someone at home. Um, Take care and good luck to them. Lisa's in the house. Thanks for coming in. Oh, guys, it has been raining here off and on most of the day. I did get some work done, but it has been. I think rain is in the forecast for like the next week off and on. So the good news is the temperatures are up. It's currently 47 here. And I'm going to go home tomorrow evening. I've got physical therapy. And then I've got a date with Kelly Thursday night. Happy anniversary. Thank you, everyone that said happy anniversary. I appreciate that. Gloria and Dennis in the house. So Tim, good to see you. Stephanie, hello, hello. So I've been working on a project, and I'm not going to talk to you about it. Only a couple of people know, and that's going to be Sunday's video. And it has been so much fun trying to be creative and different and make this all come together. And I really feel like it was success. So we'll see when the owners look at it, but so much fun getting to do that craftsmanship. Got the gray tank in. There's always good whenever you can have a something to catch all that water. So I got the gray tank in and got another dead battery. I don't know what's going on, but the battery's dead again. I've got all the lights unhooked so that when I open up the door, they go off, but I've got another dead battery, so we may have to put a battery tester on it. Linda Barker in the house. Good to see you. Oh, hey, my friends from Australia. Good to see you guys in here. So anyway, I'm just hanging out tonight. Kind of like what I've been doing the last several shows. If you guys have any questions, if you have any van build questions, let me know. I did, after our video last Sunday, I did actually get online a couple of times and did a bunch of research on the height and the width of all these vans and the new ones that are coming out, the new super high top ProMaster. So they're all competing. You notice that? And that's life in general. Everybody's competing, but pretty cool to see the ProMaster coming out with a little bit higher of a van. On my phone, hard to tag. Good to see Charlie Grace. Alan, good to see you in here. Thanks for coming in. Helen, how are you doing? So Helen, I might be in St. Charles this coming week sometime. If I am, we should have lunch. Me, you, and Patty could have lunch. Or if you want to meet us at REI tomorrow night, you can do that. Please hit the like. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Old pal, gold cut, or navy meeting. Okay, awesome. Let me play that for you. We like to see the pan. Charlie Gray said she's making her van life wish for her next van. That's super cool. I'll tell you what, I've got a van here at the shop and I'm waiting to announce this build. It's going to be in the springtime, but I'm super excited about it. Mum's the word though still. So Johnny's Journey, could it be the alternator causing the dead batteries? I haven't been running it. So I don't know if the alternator, unless the van's running, the alternator would charge the, so once I jump it, it runs fine. But I haven't driven it anywhere. It's been here for months and it hasn't been driven. So the other day we started it before Les and Bernadette left. We started it one day, but we haven't been running it. So hit me up, Johnny, REI in Brentwood or Town and Country. It really depends. We could do either one. I kind of like that new Town and Country one though. It is pretty cool. Wish I could meet you, Hawkins. Well, I'm going to be in Oregon in June. you know, anything possible. I'm going to try to be in Oregon in June. So you knocked it out of the park. Thank you. Thank you. She has seen it. I know that. The battery is probably just tired of winter already. Amen. It was so cold the other day. It was 24, and I'm trying to work. I'm trying to keep, you know, I'm in charge of the campground while they're gone, just as far as keeping some of the heaters going, because a couple of these things aren't winterized yet. And so we have literally space heaters kind of here and there out here. Cold weather plays a big part in it on battery life, absolutely, and especially if it's low. So I need to jump it tomorrow and actually probably drive it around a little bit. So I may have to do that. I just started my first shakedown in my van today. Gonna change things up before heading to Quartzsite. I'll tell you what, there is nothing better than doing shakedown trips. Not one, not two, but as many as you can do. Because just like I was saying the other day on my video, I just made a change to my van after 2 years, and I'm so excited about it. That's where I'm at right now. And today I put all new lights in here because my lights always had a flicker. And, people were saying, oh, try to put a relay in. I tried a different grounding system because I thought, well, the Blue Eddy is supposed to be self-grounding, but I tried to ground it too. No changes whatsoever. And I've been putting all these puck lights in all these builds that I've been doing. And I thought, you know what? It's got to be the puck lights. So I ordered them, which they're not cheap, and put them all in today. And so far, you can see how bright they are too. Look at that. That's bright. So far, no flickering. I've got the one up front on and no flickering. So happy about that. Brad in the house. Thanks for being here. Pull out my old REI card. Yeah, let me know if y'all decide on Town and Country. I will do that. If we go to Town and Country, are you more apt to be able to go, or are you more likely to be able to go to the Brentwood one? Because we don't care. Kelly's got to work, and we're just going to go out. Patty needs hiking boots, so I'm going to take her to REI and probably going to grab some food or something. You look great. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Lonnie in the house. I'll be the first time at REI. Absolutely. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you guys have an REI where you live, but that's a place to dump some money. So you have to take all your credit cards out of your wallet. Just take enough cash that you want to spend, or you'll walk out of there with several $100s worth of cool stuff. Does REI have fishing stuff? They do not. They have some gears type stuff, not gear, but don't know if they've got vests, but they've got shirts and stuff like that, but nothing like what I'm looking for. And I still have $200 worth of card money, gift card money for Bass Pro. So I got to get my fly rod. So Denise just lives listening and lurking. There's nothing wrong with that. Folk of the Forest, that's the only means. Michigan, Carol. Good to see you, Carol. Thanks for coming in. I'll tell you what, I was watching a video earlier, and I really had to get in the shower, and I was just listening to it in the shower. So go Seahawks. I'll tell you what, Lillian, when's the last time you remember the Seahawks beating the Rams? For some reason, we always struggle with the Rams, which I hate, because when they were in St. Louis, I would go watch the Seahawks play the Rams every year that they were here. And we lost constantly. So I was so happy to take away the win Sunday. When I first got my van, I made the mistake of going there. Oh, spent way too much money. Plus, you always get things you don't need, but think you do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know how many things that I've changed since I've been in the van. I bought a coffee pot, got rid of it. Now I have a little tea kettle and my jet boil. Jet boils are the way to go. And if you just, coffee and heating stuff up. But I can't tell you all the things that I bought for the van, and they're actually in a tote in the garage because you just don't use it. So, corn dog in the house. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. REI is dangerous. Absolutely. They know. They're from out that way. It is a dangerous, dangerous place. Guys, before I go any further, there's a lot of people in the community here that like to do prayers with us. Please pray for Gina. Everybody knows she lost her cat, and a friend of mine broke a rib, and I don't know, like in healthcare, thank God I never had one, but they're extremely painful. So if you could please pray for those, that would be awesome. Thanks so much for those measurements on the ProMaster and the Transit. Absolutely. It was really, really helpful because I was able to do my research because I don't know all this stuff. So got to look some stuff up. And that final measurement that you want, I have a bare bones empty ProMaster here at the shop. I'll get you those two measurements. I'll try and do that tomorrow if I remember. And thank you for the super chat. Crystal has a knockoff jet boil. Perfect. Jet boils are good because the little butane canisters are only $4.99, and they literally last for. I can make one last 21 days or more, making 2 cups of coffee every single day. And if I'm going to do like a dehydrated meal and I've got to boil water, it includes all that. So it really is a cost efficient way to go. And now they've got a coffee press for them, so it's really a cool way to go. So I knew Jacob was so ill, didn't know he died. She had to put him down. She had to put him down yesterday. It was very, very sad. And you know, there's nothing like losing a loved one. 14 years, and it's just nothing. There's no words. It's just terrible. Loving your new sheet wood holder. Oh yeah, you're a genius in organization. Oh man, I had help. I wish I found a picture, and I had Les, Bernadette, and Paul here, and I showed them the picture, and we built it. So it was super cool. It was super fun, and it's way, way useful. And I did clean it up a little bit more after I kind of put the scraps aside. I thought in the video, I thought that looks a mess. So I'll tell you what, I'm afraid Les and Bernadette are going to say, hey, send us a picture of the shop. So I'm telling you what, I clean that shop twice a day. I do not want any. They worked hard to help me get organized, and Stephanie and Patty and Paul. So I am not going to let things get, because once it starts going downhill, your organization, it goes downhill. So on wheels too, it absolutely is. I actually put it on wheels, and they're pretty heavy duty. I mean, there's over 1,000 pounds on that. But after I put the wheels on it, we were at Menards and found these monster wheels. And honestly, those probably would have been easier. I probably could roll it around at 1,000 pounds if I would have seen those first. But they're expensive. They're like $23 a wheel. So I'm not going in getting rid of these and just to buy more. It can stay where it's at. Stacy's in the house. Thanks for joining in. Griswold Family Vacation, good to see you. And we'll raid Griswold when we're done. He's going live after me. I just watched your video on the Needles Highway. Oh man, if you guys haven't been to Custer State Park in South Dakota, that place is amazing. So I love it there. She's torn up just like we. Absolutely. Thank you guys all for all your prayers. Do you have the French press for the jet oil? I don't, but I do have a French press. It's called the AeroPress. I've got the AeroPress, and I've got a little grinder. I took it all to Costa Rica with me. I bought it for Costa Rica. That's why I was at REI. Joining it. Okay, got that. So anyway, anything else going on here at the shop? When Les and Bernadette were here, they really helped me get all the water areas. We had water coming in, and we really did a good job getting those sealed. And so that's been very, very, very helpful. Not to have to worry about, the workbench and the tools getting wet. So, And thanks so much for watching. Yeah, absolutely. Keep that shop floor swept. I did. I swept it probably 4 times today. I'll tell you what I do. When somebody calls me, I start sweeping because you know you're going to be on the phone for a couple of minutes. And so I got it, so I sweep and talk. So, yep. I love the Aero. Absolutely. AeroPress is so easy to clean up. It's so easy. So I use a pour over for my coffee. That works. That's basically what this press is. You pour it over, kind of stir it up a little bit, and then you just press it so you don't have to wait 20 minutes for your coffee. 1 more month till our shing ding. Absolutely. Well, I don't know if I'll be there on the 6th. I'm hoping, because I'm going with there's probably about 6 or 7 of us caravanning down, probably 6 caravanning down. I really think we're going to hit maybe 5 hours a day so that nobody's exhausted. Because when you got that big of a group, and you've got somebody that wants to go 8 hours and somebody wants to go 5, it just doesn't work out. So I feel like 5 hours a day, we'll get down there plenty of time. So that's the goal. And we're going to go south. So Mark, I'll probably call you before I leave. I want to go south. It's going to take us through Dallas, but it's going to be fine. So, it has a bit hazy when we were there. Smoke from the wildfires. Yeah. Greetings. Good to see you, Fairy Dust. How's Bev and Misty? See them often? Well, I normally see them all the time. I saw Bev right before Thanksgiving, and they're in Mexico. They've been in Mexico for I can't remember what day they left, but that's why I've been kind of staying here so the camp's not empty. There's been people in and out, mostly out now. We had some people the other day, and I'm just here in case somebody needs something. They'll call the campground phone. Misty will call me, and I'll just kind of help out where I can. And so, but it's so cool hanging out with those guys. How far are you booked now for builds? I am booked up through the spring. I think my next where I could take a build is going to be probably June or July. And I want to go to Oregon, so I'm probably not going to do anything in June for a couple. I'm probably going to be gone about 3 weeks, probably about 21 days if I can swing it. I got to be able to swing it. So, and then I plan on arriving in Q on January 7th. I'll camp with Travel Grandma for a few days. Awesome, awesome. What's the name of the campground? It is, I don't know how to email people. I tried to email you the other day and couldn't figure it out. I got to wait and have one of my grandkids show me. Okay, so I am at Fred Rock Glamp Ground. It's with a G, not a C. It's Fred Rock Glamp Ground in Fredericktown, Missouri. And if you look in the description of my videos, it'll be in this one after I'm done. If you look in the description, it will, it has the address here if you need the address. Oregon burns a week just getting there and back. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I figured. So if I have 2 weeks to kind of drive the coast, go to the big Oregon meetup, I'll be happy with 2 weeks off and a week drive time, because think of all the things that I can see on the way to get there. So I'm okay with that. It's a lot of gas though. It's a lot of gas. Hope I get to go to O23. I hope you do too. Floss is in the house. Good to see you. So other than that, what is going on? Nothing new here. In the van, I'm gonna put a bigger alternator on my battery before I head to Quartzsite. I got some LEDs to go underneath the van. I did order those, and I've got them. Matter of fact, my camera's sitting on them. I'll tell you guys what. I don't know how you guys are doing, but when it was 24 the other day, I was up on the bed. I've got the heater on. I was cold. I mean, it was chilly in here. So, and I like it warm. So the fact that it was so cold, it was tough. Watch out for the deer. Absolutely. Oh, the deer are bad out here. Missouri, where I'm at, the deer are bad. I don't know how many people, every time I drive home, practically, there's a deer on the road. So, yep. Oregon REI, yeah. I If I see an REI on my way somewhere, I'll stop. They've got REI stickers with the state emblem on it, so I like to grab one of those, put it in my book. It is so beautiful in Oregon. I cannot wait. Yep, Les and Bernadette are not going to be in courtside. Sad, sad. They've got family going on too. So, those of you that are going to be praying tonight for the couple that I mentioned, please add Gary to your list. Prayers for Gary, and Anne. So that would be awesome. And then, oh my goodness. All right, guys. I was gonna ask you guys something. I was gonna do a trivia. I was gonna ask you guys a question, and it's gonna come to me as soon as I end the stream. Oh, guess what? I'm not gonna take the shower out. I'm not gonna take the shower out of the van. I've been thinking about it, and the times that I do use it, I'm really happy to have it. So what I did was I took the shower ring with the curtain out of the van and I put it in a bag, and it can go in the garage underneath the bed. I have a ton of room underneath there now. I took a whole bunch of stuff out that I really was carrying around just in case, and there was never a just in case. Nothing ever happened. So I downsized some of my outdoor cooking stuff because I really don't use it. I use my tripod and my cast iron. So I took a bunch of the other stuff out. And so now I'm going to keep the shower. So underneath the shower, I'm able to store a whole bunch of stuff in the shower basin. So, and it's a good spot for my dirty clothes. So I'm super happy about that. Can't remember what else I was going to say. I was going to say something, but glad to hear about the shower. You'll figure it out. Yep. Yep. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Angela. Thanks for coming in. If anybody was here last week and we were talking about the hats, I was able to get that Van Hair Don't Care. And so I'm going to be ordering a bunch of those. Probably just going to do like 3 colors. I'll probably do dark blue, black, and then I might do something like dark blue, black. I might do something like a gray. So I am going to be ordering that, and hopefully I'll be able to ship it to Box Van D so that I'll have them while I'm in Arizona. So, thanks for coming in, Daryl. It's amazing what I loaded up in Mariposa and hardly ever used. That's exactly what we're talking about. So thank you, James Catnese, for becoming a member again. That's what we're talking about. Take those shakedown hikes because, or I call them shakedown hikes. That's what I used to do. Take those shakedown trips because there's so much stuff that you really don't use. I mean, even in my pantry or my in my pantry, I've got a ton of stuff in there that I never eat it. I eat the same stuff over and over again. And then my dishes, I do like to keep I've got 4 plastic plates. I like to keep those in the van. And I got a couple of pots for, like, if I wanted to make a spaghetti meal, I've got one bigger size pot and then one like soup size pot. And I'll tell you, I could take that induction cooktop completely out of the van. I never use it. I use the gas one. So it's just too much power. So Diane in the house, thanks for coming in. Before I leave for Quartzsite, I will be putting crap in big black containers and storing it at the nephew's shop. That's the best thing to do. Why carry it if you don't need it? So I did find a cool solution for getting just a little bit of water along the road. And I should have grabbed it. It's across the other side of the van. But I got one of these water bags, and it's got a long hose on it, probably 4 foot long. It's got a clamp on it. Finally made alive, Derek. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And because there's so many times when you go to a rest area and they've got water fountains, or even outside they got a water fountain. Or these kind of bags, you can stick them underneath the sink faucet and then put a hook up on the back door, put the hose in the tank, and it can just be filling while you're driving down the road. So that way, when I'm on my way to Arizona, I stop at rest stops a lot just to take a break and make lunch, go to the bathroom, stretch my legs. And now I can get a gallon and a half or so of water, every time I stop. I'll be full by the time I get to where I'm going. And I don't like to carry all that weight of water anyway. And most places that you go, they'll let you fill up a little bag of water. A lot of the rest stops are having those bottle fill stations now. You can do it. You can fill it up there. So I think it's going to work out good, and I'm liking it. It doesn't make a mess. I don't have to get my water hose out. I really don't get my filter out because I don't drink the water anyway. I just use it for boiling and that, and washing up my stuff, shampoo my hair with. Anyone bring and use an Instapot? I use mine daily at home, and so wanted to take it along. I'll get a gas one stove as well. So definitely get a gas one. And the Instapot, it's really a matter of outsmarting your power system. So knowing when to cook. Don't cook after dusk ever, unless you're on your gas one. If you want to use your Instapot and make a meal for the day, do it while you're traveling. Set it in a carton or something, or where it's not going to spill, and run it while you're driving, while you're getting solar, that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the day, use your gas one. So they do use a lot of energy. I'm not going to lie to you. Anything, an induction cooktop, a gas, a Ninja, a Instapot, all that stuff takes a lot of energy off your battery system. But in the morning, on a sunny day, cook yourself something. So Instapots are lower power than induction and take a long time. Forrester used one for years, absolutely. And it depends what size you get. I think they make different sizes now. Wish I could caravan to Arizona with you, missing family. I wish we could too. That would be amazing. The more the merrier. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, please hit the like button. Thank you for that. I'm going to hit that again while I get a drink. I have a Goal 0500, have to check the wattage. It would be my guess that the Goal Zero, I don't know if it'll run an Instapot or an induction cooktop. I'm not sure how many watts that is. Have so many ways to cook on board, absolutely. They eat mostly peanut butter. I know. I'll tell you what, I had peanut butter and jelly for lunch today. I do it all the time. I have ham sandwiches or peanut butter and jelly. Today I had peanut butter and jelly, a banana, and cabbage. I wasn't sure if I needed a pregnancy test. Instapot uses 1,000 watts. Mini uses 700. Good point. 700. I mean, think about it. If you could cook whatever, I don't use an Instapot. I've never used an Instapot. Kelly would probably, she'd be like, "You're so, oh my goodness." But if it takes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you could totally, recharge that back up. I use an Instapot 6-part when RV camping. A Ninja Foodie Grill. Yep. Cabbage. What? Yeah. Somebody. It's crunchy. If you want something that's crunchy, cabbage is crunchy. It doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it. So if it's good for me, if I eat a couple leaves a day, then maybe I'll live longer. I was so sad to see Christy Alley died at 71. Kelly and I were talking today about, wouldn't it be cool to make it to 25-year anniversary, because we'll be in our 70s at the time. And I was like, yeah, I said, well, I ate my cabbage today, so I should be good. So it is very sad. I bought a cabbage too. I eat coleslaw and, oh my gosh, Polly had a cabbage. They were passing around leaves. I tried it and I was like, oh, I could probably do that. Fish tacos with cabbage. Oh my goodness. When I used to drive a truck, I would use a little old crock pot and buy the bags and put it in the. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. We use those bags for the crock pot all the time. And we have one of those small crock pots. And think about it. If you've got an inverter on your battery like I do, you can cook while you're driving. And then you get to where you're going. And if you're making soup, you could heat up your soup, pull into a rest stop, eat your soup, get back on the road. Yeah. Um, Cabbage with corned beef. I don't like corned beef. Yep. I am 71 and healthy enough to go RVing. That's awesome, Lonnie. She didn't know, I guess she was diagnosed with cancer, and I guess it was very advanced when they found it. So it's really sad. So, making sure I didn't miss anything. I bought, yeah. Um, again, corned beef and cabbage rocks. Kelly likes corned beef and cabbage. Her favorite holiday is St. Patrick's Day, and so we typically will try to find some corned beef and cabbage. Yep, healthy until you're not. I have been cooking rice that way via the inverter driving down the road. Absolutely. It's just a matter of outsmarting the system. So everyone needs their colonoscopy, not a bad procedure. Been there, done that. Well, now, things have advanced, and you can with before it's even before you even get to the age of needing a colonoscopy, you can have just a stool guaiac done, and that's your early detection. So I bought a small rice cooker and anxious to use it. We'll use it. Cook in the house. I have something in common with Kelly. Oh, good. Yeah, she loves it. Savannah, Georgia is a place to be on St. Patrick's Day. St. Louis does a pretty good St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day in the Lou. So we've got a place up here called Dogtown, and Dogtown really does it up. And I'll tell you what, if you're a people watcher, you just like to go places and watch, you know, whether you're watching people make a fool out of themselves or you're watching people like, some people do it at the airport, blah, blah, blah. Dogtown in St. Louis, oh my gosh. If you're the designated driver, take your camera because you don't know what you're going to see in Dogtown. Um, they dye the river green in Chicago for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if I'm a fan of that or not. I kind of like that leave no trace. I don't know if that's good for the fish and all that. They'll definitely be pooping greener than they already do. Good to know, Diane. Well, let's go look. If doing stool guaiac, no beef for 48 hours in advance or false positive. You know what, as a nurse, you would think I would know that, but I've never in healthcare heard that before. I've never heard that before. Interesting. I'm 78 and fairly healthy and looking forward to building out my 2023 ProMaster 2500 next spring when it is delivered. Gary, oh, if you have a YouTube channel, I want to watch that build. It'll take you twice as long if you vlog it though. AKA occult blood, you're exactly right. And it's yeah. Glowing fish, right? Right. A stool, what? That sounds interesting. Yeah, yeah. And you do it at home and mail it in. It's really nothing. And then you don't have to go have the colonoscopy. If you have a positive guaiac, a cult stool, then you do. Then you have to go have a colonoscopy. But at least you don't have to go through all the preparation. You know how many people dehydrate themselves on that prep? I mean, I've had people have palpitations because they dehydrated so bad. They shifted that sodium and potassium level. Yeah, it's not fun. Van build took me twice as long, and I didn't make a single video. Oh man, got to cut. See you guys. Time with yes. Go be with your man. Go be with your man. Tell him I said hi. I'm also 45, so it's almost time for that. Yep. It depends if you've got like a family history. My great grandma had um, colon cancer, so I had mine done. So that prep is disgusting. It is disgusting. And they have changed it over the years. I'm telling you what, back in the day, the prep, oh my gosh. I mean, it could kill you. Imagine a little 90-year-old trying to do that prep. I mean, like literally, seriously dehydrate you and make you sick. But yeah, yeah. Good gracious, not so looking forward to that in 10 days. Uh-oh. Mobang, I'm 70, had my last colonoscopy. Oh, not getting another one, huh? Gallons of Go Lightly. They don't do the Go Lightly anymore. They don't here. They do the magnesium citrate. And yeah, you know, good old Go Lightly. There's a bunch of nurses in the house. I turned 50. The VA hospital will want to do the colonoscopy next year. Absolutely. Yeah, everybody's different. Honestly, it depends on your insurance, depends on your doctor, depends on your family history. Some people can get away with it, some people can't. Oh, let's see here. Nomad's always talking about poop. We are always talking about poop. My doc does the mag citrate. Yep, yep. It's too much crap stuff. If you can't talk about poop with your friends, who can you talk to about it? It happens. Shit happens. Whatever's they use starts to work in 30 minutes, right? Do not make plans that evening. My doctor said that the age changed to 45. It might have. It might for some people. That's right. Y'all got to poop. That's what I always say. When I was in healthcare and I would go to the surgical floors, or we'd have somebody come in, just had surgery, stomach pains, all that. And I say, well, and little kids, I'd say, well, are you passing gas? And they'd look at me, especially kids, they'd be like, no. It's like, it's okay. You're in the emergency room. This is the one place that we want you to take credit for passing gas. It's a good thing. Just don't do it when your wife's around. Adele, has anyone done the Cologuard fit DNA test for colon cancer? It was sent to me, and I was worried that it expired. So I talked to my doctor about it, and she said, "Don't worry about doing that. Just do a stool for guaiac, occult blood." So that's all I had to do. So I have one sitting in my house somewhere. Um, I took, let's see here. I took the Cologuard test and it came back abnormal. They ordered a colonoscopy. I called today, next available April 13th. That's sad. That's sad. Craziness. I have had 3 colonoscopies and due for one another next polyps. Yeah. Kelly had polyps. I'm sure she'd love for you guys to all know about that. Don't tell her. Hopefully, if she rewatches the live stream, she'll only watch about the first 30 minutes or first 35 minutes. So she has to have another colonoscopy this year. So, but it was only 3 years. So it wasn't every year. They said 3 years. Those can talk about poop together form stronger relationships. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's nothing that you guys can't share with me. I'll tell you what, there's nothing better. And this is just a fact. There's nothing better than hanging out around a campfire, sharing ER nurse stories, because we have seen it all. And in 30 years, I have seen it all. So it is fun times when we start. Oh, remember when at the Shy Poop Talkers? Yeah, there's no Shy Poop Talker. Oh, Shy Poop Talker Patty. Oh, what does that BTC, what does that mean? Lillian, don't be scared. It's a conscious sedation for a colonoscopy. Conscious sedation is when they put you down. Um, they give you like Versed, they might give you some fentanyl, maybe ketamine, medications that are really amnesiacs. So when you wake up, so you don't really feel the procedure, you don't remember the procedure, but you can be barely, conscious during the procedure. So like when we pop somebody's shoulder back in, when we go to pull that shoulder back into place, they're going to wake up, they're going to move around, they're consciously sedated. They're not going to remember moving around or sitting up or grabbing my hair. They're not going to remember it because it's really just like zaps your memory. So they don't like intubate you and totally paralyze you. They just make it so you don't remember anything. And if there's something that you don't want to remember, it's a colonoscopy. I always ask for a couple of take-home doses. Absolutely. I did feel some discomfort and said it hurts here across my abdomen. I'm surprised you remember that. They probably didn't have you sedated enough. Hospitals and doctors around here are not using Versed as often because of the memory problems they are having from it. I wonder if that's on a certain age community. But honestly, I mean, fentanyl, when you wake up, not fentanyl, ketamine, when you wake up from ketamine, that's got some weird effects. So, let's go fishing. Hey Tim, thanks for coming in. Um, Propofol is the best. Propofol, that one can over sedate you, so you need a reversal agent. It can over sedate you, but it's got a real fast half-life, so it wears off fast. And when you wake up, you don't remember anything. So it's really, we use propofol and morphine or propofol and fentanyl a lot when we pop like hips back in, um, uh, ankle dislocation, or wrist dislocation, shoulder dislocation. Propofol, if you've got a really really nice doctor and you've got a bad abscess, they might give you a little, but most of the time that's what a conscious sedation is. I had an EGD followed by my colonoscopy. Don't remember anything. Yep. Um, I have to have volume to get a stupid MRI. I'm claustrophobic. Absolutely. I believe it. I'll tell you what, I had a MRI years ago, years ago. I have this thing where when I look up, I get dizzy. It's been going on forever. I think it's an ear problem. Y'all know I got bad ears. And I had to have an MRI. And I did okay. And except for towards the end, they've got this mirror so that you can see the text. So it's at it like an angle. And I really started getting like that get me out of here sensation towards the end. I did make it and I didn't squeal, but I was worried that if I was going to be in there much longer, that I was gonna be like, I'm done, I'm done. And I'm not claustrophobic that I know of. Now that would be poopy. I'll have to read that. Back in the 70s, I was a nurse's aide in a hospital, surgical patients night before, and we had to give them all enemas. Yep, yep, been there, done that. I was a CNA for 5 years. Um, yep, been there, done that. Crystals in your ears. Husband has them too. Crystals. I wonder what that is. They put me in the head first and I start screaming. Yeah. Yeah, I would maybe just not have an MRI if that was like, no. You may need a vestibule PT. I know I would, yeah. I know. I did some research on the maneuver, the one maneuver for vertigo. And I feel like that would be cool. Had a cardiac ablation with no sedation. Talked to the doctor, even told a joke when he told me, oh, oh my goodness, I can't imagine. I walked into a room where they were electronically pacing somebody with no sedation. And I was a charge nurse at the time. And I was like, who's running this show? Like, sedate the patient. I mean, I can't imagine. We had a patient one time come in. This was when I was at Kirkwood, and it was a guy, and he was probably, let's just say, in his 70s. His daughter was an ICU nurse, and he had a defibrillator, and he kept going into VTAC, and he would feel himself going to VTAC, and he would know he's getting shocked. And he got shocked like 7 times before he could get to us. We could get IVs in him and we could give him the medicine that he needed. And I'm telling you what, I wouldn't want shocked once. I can't imagine getting shocked 7 times or having a cardioversion with no sedation. That's abuse. The only fear that I had that I better not need to go pee. Yeah, you won't remember it and they won't say anything about it. Um, Male is easier than a female. For a male, it's, yeah, yep. If someone could slip Johnny a drink, I'm thinking we could hear those ER stories tonight. Yep. How about that? How about that? Oh man, I'll tell you what, I have seen some stuff over the years. One time it was Halloween, and everybody was giving away, they were all giving away, a subdivision, giving away candy. And there was a family, there was probably like, say, 3 couples, and the guys were in the garage and they were drinking. And one of the guys got up on the workbench and somebody said, like, I dare you to jump in that box. And it was a box full of sheet metal. Now, anybody in here works in HVAC or has worked with sheet metal, like on roofs or in vans, whatever. Like, all you got to do is bump something and you're going to get cut. And my son's in HVAC now. He gets cut all the time. And it will cut deep and it will cut deep quick. And he came in with his leg filleted all the way up to the knee. And I kid you not, it was probably, let's just say, 18 to 20 inches. And I think that doctor probably went through 3, 4 staple guns closing that wound back up. It was crazy. Yep. Zero sugar root beer. Never saw that here. It's good. It's good. Matter of fact, I believe you because I went somewhere and someone said, it might have been Chicago, and said, what do you drink? I'll pick you up some for when you're here. And she's like, oh, I don't think we can get that here. So, yep. Yeah, like razor blades. Yep. Gracie, what do you do to get rid of those crystals? Yeah, tell me about the crystals. It would be fun around a campfire. It sure is. I got shocked once during CPR. Pants, legs touched the bed, and I went, oh, shoot. You're lucky you didn't have, wow. You didn't have any cardiac issues after that? What is the sweetener in that root beer? I have no idea, and I can tell you already, I'm probably not. Artificial flavors, aspartame. Aspartame. I'm probably getting cancer as we speak. It can't be near as bad as all that sawdust I inhale all day, though. Hope the sheet metal guy said, hold my beer first. I'm sure he did. I am sure he did. I'm drinking A&W root beer right now. All good people drink root beer. Is this one time at band camp? Oh, so this one time at band camp. Uh-oh. Right. You don't get rid of the crystals. Just do doing Epley exercises to put them back into place. Made it. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Um, do you remember ginger beer? I do not. I do not. Um, they are inner ear. They help balance. When they get dislodged, you get dizzy. Yep, my neighbor and there's a procedure, and in the ER we had a doctor that could do that at the bedside. He would go in, and he was the only one that I had ever seen do it, so I know. And it's something, it's got a name. It's like epilia can't remember the name of the procedure, but yes, love ginger beer. Menards has ginger beer. We have a wonderful, oh, see you. Good night, Sandra. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I'll have to go back and watch the beginning. Awesome. I did the procedure. Oh, Epley, right. Epley procedure. I'll tell you, I wish that I could have it done just to see if it would work. And I know they just barely Trendelenburg you, and they have you, they literally like do this rotating, and they say, like, if somebody wants to watch a YouTube video and do that for me in Quartzsite, we could do a video on it. I'm sure it would go viral. Sarah Rose in the house, thanks for being here. I remember ginger beer. I'll tell you what. So I've been house sitting. So I just go up there and check on stuff around camp, that kind of thing. But she said, you can use the house while you're here. Use the bathroom, whatever. So Les and Bernadette, when they were here, bought a pizza. And I thought, oh no, this is my last day to use the kitchen. I'm gonna go cook that pizza. So I had hot pizza tonight for dinner, and it was oh so good. Epley maneuver really works to put crystals back in the inner ear. That's what we've been talking about there, girl. You can Google it. I know, but I can't do it to myself, I don't think. Google knows everything. Yum on the pizza. Absolutely. Absolutely. Adventures Charlie says hi to Jai. There you go. Silver bullet, no vacancy. Oh, really? The silver bullet is there. It's closed for the season. The only one that's open is the rustic rose, and you can boondock out here. At least you didn't burn it. I did not. I made it. I'll tell you what. I've got a special way of cooking pizza. I just cook it on like 425. Oh, my thing's going crazy. I just cook it on 425 for a while, and then when it's almost ready, I switch it to broil, because I like the top of my pizza not burnt but cooked. I love it. So my neighbor's still doing the exercises, and when I had the problem, it took 3 months for mine to get better. Poof, poof. $5 and you can sleep in the shop. There you go. That's my business partner there. I have had to do the Epley maneuver multiple times a day when I had my first episode. Maybe I'll Google it. Maybe I'll try and do it to myself. This is the device they sell on Amazon for self. Oh, there is a device. So cool. I didn't know that. Well done pizza, right? You can do the maneuver by yourself. But why should I do it if one of you guys want to help? Brown pizza on top? Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got a place. Have you guys ever had pie pizza? Wait a minute, pie. Is it, I think it's called PII, like the 3.14666666 or whatever it is. We've got a pie pizza in St. Louis, and if you like thick pizza with like, oh my gosh, it is just amazing. And literally, you could probably eat 2 pieces. That's it. It's amazing. I will teach you in Quartzsite. Awesome. Awesome. It is 8:54. Time went by fast. Time went by fast. I just rattle, 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 rattle. Gotta have the beard goes with the pizza. I'll tell you what I like, and I'll tell you what I got. I got a little bit left one. You guys ever seen these? Cherry limeade. It's really the only one I like. Cherry limeade. No, the watermelon's not bad. They're hard to find, and I like those. And Les and Bernadette got me several of them for my birthday, and I'm still I have about one a night or a couple nights a week. Didn't have any the last couple of nights, so I thought I'd have one today before the show. Makes me not nervous talking to you guys, because you know I'm nervous talking to you guys. Good night, everyone. Go Hawks, go Hawks. Um, I like my cheese chewy. Stay longer, please. Absolutely. I'll stay as long as you guys want to hang out. But Danny Griswold Family Vacations is going live after me. So if you normally go to Danny's show, go to Danny's show, because I don't want to step on him. So he goes on a little bit after 9, but if you normally go to Danny's, go to Danny's. You have a deep dish in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Love it, love it. You don't look nervous. I'm not. I'm not. I used to. You guys want to see a nervous live stream? Go watch my very first live stream. So I was nervous. Looking forward to the van build finish. So I'm shooting for Christmas time. I'll probably have her come get it after Christmas. I talked to her about it being done. Be on life with Gina. What's going on, girl? We said a prayer for you. Good to see you here. It's almost 10. I must get sleep. Go. We enjoy talking with y'all. Thanks, Fatima. Thanks for being here. You're a natural talker, no nerves. I've been there, done that. I'll tell you what, they have seen me like, oh, I gotta reshoot that. Oh, I gotta reshoot that. I've been sipping peanut butter whiskey lately. Peanut butter whiskey. Oh, that sounds good. We had apple caramel crown. Was that for my birthday or was that Thanksgiving? I think that was my birthday, maybe. It's only 7 here. I never can figure out the West Coast time. Love you all. We love you, Gina. We love you. It is a hard day. It is a hard salted caramel. I tell you what, woo, that's some hot stuff. Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Oh man. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. And that's why I was super excited to get to move my live stream up. And so that people on the East Coast wasn't staying up so late, because when I was out in West Virginia on my travel nurse assignment, I thought, oh my gosh, it's hard to stay awake coming on it at 10 o'clock Eastern until 11 o'clock Eastern. So that's hard. It's 8 p.m. in Arizona. There you go. I can't wait to get to Arizona. I cannot wait. It's so nice to get out of Missouri for winter. Even no matter how long I stay, it is last year I stayed like 20 something days, and 21, 22, something like that. Yeah. Johnny, are you going to do a live in Arizona? Absolutely. As long as I've got service, I will. It's 1 p.m. in Australia. Stephanie, thank you. I've got several friends in Australia. I love my Australian friends. Take an afternoon nap. There you go. 33 degrees. It's 40. It's still 47 here. It says. I used to take a nap before the live streams. Yeah. We need an East Coast meetup. We sure do. We absolutely do. We gotta figure that out. Maybe in the fall. If you're on the East Coast and you would like to have a meetup, like how far Like where would be a good place to have a meetup at? 22 degrees here. Oh, first time in Q23. Can't wait to meet you. Cannot wait to meet you too. Um, I can't find a place on the East Coast, but I'm very north. Oh, I can find, yeah. I hope we get to fish when I come out there. I'm bringing all my stuff with me to fish. So, Pennsylvania, yeah, Pennsylvania would be good, especially if we did like central Pennsylvania. Then like people in Ohio could come, people in like, you know, my friend in Maryland could come. And actually Deborah's in Pennsylvania, and I'm in Indiana, but near Louisville. Oh, you are way south. You are way south. I did a mission trip in Kentucky. Um, oh, I can't think of it now. It's in southern Kentucky, right on the border. It's a bigger town. Oh, I can't remember it now. No water, Johnny. No, I know. I know. I hear the they're dropping. Lancaster area has some good campgrounds. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That would be cool. Pennsylvania isn't a tough drive from here. All right, so who's game for Pennsylvania? Daphne the Blind Dog, my Canadian friend. How are you doing, Don? Maxwell is freezing in Calgary. Oh, man. There's a place in Pennsylvania that's called Little Grand Canyons. Check it out. I checked it out, and oh, was that in Pennsylvania or was that in New York? I went to the one in New York, I think it was. And oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I did a little video on it. Um, Mark, tell me what that place is called. Um, oh, also Pennsylvania. Cool. Yeah, it's a big area. But Licksworth, something like that. Lickworth State Park, something like that. It's awesome. I am in Virginia, so Pennsylvania is doable. Awesome, Tommy. That would be cool to meet you. I live near Rochester, New York, but I'm in Arizona for the winter. Yeah, it would have to be like let's do it in the fall when the leaves are changing. So Letchworth, Letchworth. But I gotta make sure I can swing it with the builds in that, because if I do Arizona and I do Oregon, I gotta make sure that I'm okay. So it might be I just come to Pennsylvania, do a meetup 3 days, and then come back home. That I could probably swing, as long as the gas is not $5 a gallon by then. Let's plan on that. Let's tentatively start talking about a Pennsylvania meetup. Let's My Pennsylvania friends, my Eastern people, think of a place where we could have it at. Help me out with this. And because I am busy building vans. No, send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, email. Let's figure something out, and let's just have like 3 days. Let's do like a 3 day meetup, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't care. I'll check with my boss. I'll see if I can get the time off. Gotta clear it with yeah, I know, right? Kelly would love to go with me. 3 days, especially if we did it in the week. She would love it, because Pennsylvania, um, in the fall with the leaves changing, it's beautiful. Pennsylvania, Maryland, Connecticut, I mean, it is New York. It's beautiful. She would love it. Later in September, I do want to see some color this year. Yes. Wait a minute. You would come all the way from California to Pennsylvania? That's a lot. Kelly would fly into Harrisburg Airport and be near Hershey area. Easy. Oh, she could do that. But if we did it where we drove a day, got there the next day, stayed for 3 days, and came back, she could get that time off work. She could drive with me. She wouldn't have to fly. but I'm sure she'd probably love to fly. Just pick me up at the airport. Fishing would be red. It was super cool. Probably mid-October for good color. Mid-October. Oh, who said late September? Let's figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. But I would love to see some color. That would be so much fun. I could do a Pennsylvania meetup in the summer, but mid-September I'm going west. Absolutely, I understand that. I want to spend some time there. My sister is in South Carolina, and I have relatives and friends would. Oh, that would be so cool. I plan on being in Pennsylvania in late May. That'd be too soon. That'd be too soon. Peak here is mid-October. Who would be game for mid-October? Who thinks they could swing mid-October? Early to mid-October would be good. There you go. Because I really would like to see the colors. When was I? Oh, you're right. Because I got back from Vermont. Vermont was beautiful, and I left just like a week too soon. So, did you purchase a new van? I passed a van a few weeks ago and would swear you were driving the van. Are you in Missouri? I might have been in a client's van. I might have been in a client's van a few weeks ago. I went and got a bunch of wood from Farmington. So if you were in the area, you might have seen me. Northern New Hampshire is beautiful in late September, early October as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kelly and I were in New Hampshire years ago, probably 2014. It is so beautiful in New Hampshire. I loved it. I did some hiking there. It was so beautiful. Mid-October would be good for Gloria and Dennis. Tommy, awesome. Johnny, don't forget your meetup mid-September. Well, I don't have to go anywhere for my meetup. Yep. Yeah, I could do my meetup here, and then in the second week of October, do one in for the East Coast. If enough people want to meet up, I'll drive up there. It'd be worth it to meet some of you guys. Mark, how am I going to meet you at M23 if you're out west? Right, right. Gary could. Awesome. When you get a chance, check out Tenkara Fishing. I will do that. Tenkara Fishing. I will do that. If you go to Q20, awesome. If you hiked in the White Mountains, Franconia Notch, you were really close to me. Oh my gosh, I hiked the Lonesome Hill Trail. I actually did a video on it. I believe I did. Or maybe that was, you know what? That was before I had YouTube. I just got photos of it. I wanted to do Franconia Notch and the Ridge, and we did Lonesome Hill Trail or something like that. It was an amazing hike. There is a lake and a cabin up at the top. It was amazing. If your boss gives you those government holidays, October 11th is a holiday. Awesome. Good, Mark. May get a crazy hair and buy a plane ticket. There you go. I want to be there for Dee's meetup. That would be cool. I may live in Florida, but my life started in New Hampshire. That's a beautiful area. I know that area. I think I was near, is there a Lincoln? Is there a Lincoln, New Hampshire? I'll tell you, if you ever go to New Hampshire, go to the Common Man. I think it's a Common Man. It's a restaurant. Oh my gosh. They've got like the best food. And it's like we sat like in front of a fire and had like crackers before our meal. Kelly had like bison meatloaf. I don't know what I had, but oh my gosh, Lincoln is south of the Notch. That's where I stayed at. Then, Lincoln. Box Van D will be there. I'm gonna just have like a member Patreon type meetup. The 18th, 19th. and Boxman D and Friends, we'll have that one the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So even if you only make it for one day, Saturday is normally the funnest. They're all fun though, but it's pretty amazing how beautiful it absolutely is. It absolutely. And that's what I always say. There's so many incredible places. And I took my first vacation, like real vacation, when I was 41. I spent all my younger years. I would take the kids camping, but I used all my vacation time for mission trips. I did roofing. I taught high schoolers how to roof. I did mission trips and construction stuff. So, Habitat for Humanity, Texas, stuff like that. So I took my first vacation when I was 41, and I'm telling you what, you talk about catching a bug. I was hooked from that first trip. Yeah, Crafty Travel, Lonnie, it probably will. I'll be in that same area. I'm going to be by her. I just want to have a day or a couple of days with my channel members and my Patreons. They support me so much. You guys support me so much. I want to be able to sit one-on-one with you guys, help you with a project, or if you've got some questions, or hang out. I'll probably make burgers one day, breakfast another day, like I did down here. Just a thank you. But Box Andy is going to be there. We're all going to be there. It's going to be, but I especially want to invite the channel members and the Patreons. It's just so much incredible support to the channel. And while I'm doing that, I haven't said thank you yet to you guys. Let's do that real quick. I got my first cell phone at 41. That's awesome. Um, Electrical issues due to cold, but got my wood stove installed. Oh, what kind of electrical issues? I would love a wood stove in the van. I actually bought one for the shop. I'm waiting for some pipes, but I'm hoping to be able to burn my scrap wood. There's woods, there's like down branches all over back here. So I'm hoping I can stay warm in the shop with my wood stove, but we'll see. We'll see. I got to get that thing figured out. Hoping to spend most of the month there. Have to come home for my granddaughter's birthday the weekend of the 13th. It's nice that you can go back and forth. That's pretty cool. I guess I'll sleep in the manger. I love that. Yeah, the lithium iron lithium doesn't do good in really, really cold temperatures. It'll really pull that down. I finished my soundproofing, working on tracing my wheel wells. There you go. Nice, nice. Van Gal, I think you're new here maybe. And are you vlogging your build? Because I'll come watch the build if you're vlogging it. 4-hour trip. That's doable. It's doable. Then you can go home, do laundry, resupply, come back out. And install a wood stove in her van. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I like her builds too, Patty. She's pretty good. Unless you run a truck like I did for M22. There you go. Exactly. Resupply and get clean laundry. It's been pretty cool out here being able to have that dryer, so I can, if I rinse out my rags and stuff like that, I can dry them. Or today it's been raining, so I had a wet towel, throw it in the dryer. So have you spent the night in a van yet? How many people in here spent their first night in their van in their driveway? In their driveway. Who's done it? Stephanie and I met her at Gutted. Oh, cool. Oh, I think she might have emailed me. Um, um, I did. She said I did. We did. Yep. Yep. Still in the driveway. I like it. Yep. Driveway camping is the best. I mean, if anything goes wrong, you're good. Yep. I feel like it's a must, sleep in it. And I helped Debbie with a project, and she's like, I'm going to sleep in my van. Yeah. Been living in the driveway since August. Absolutely. When I got my RV in March, I went to a nearby campground close. Yep. We plan on spending our first night in our driveway. Absolutely. Absolutely. The owners that are coming to get this van when I'm done, they're gonna stay here for 3 days and live in the van so that they can like cook and run water and make sure that nothing is gonna happen, and that they know how to use everything before they leave. So that'll be a fun 3 days. I did mine at a campground. Yep, with just a pad cargo trailer, didn't even have a lock yet. There you go. I need to try that when I finish my build in my shell. I can't wait to see the shell. I can't wait. Um, just put a 30 amp in at my Alabama house for my camper van. Oh, nice. I didn't know you had an Alabama house. I thought aren't you in Tennessee still? I didn't know that. No vlogging, chicken. Oh man, I have recorded shots in my build. May post someday. Are you on Instagram as the O Van Gal? Get the bugs out. Yeah, right. While Johnny is on the premises. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I talk about this, the more I get better at building and the more I'm learning things, like I just been changing some stuff on my van. That's the same way it was with Patty's. I'm like, oh, you know what? Before we leave for Arizona, I'm going to change. I want to fix this or fix that or whatever, because you learn stuff. So I was so excited doing Patty's build, but poor Patty, I was like, no, I wasn't winging it, but I was like, it was like, there's things that like the water setup. This fan I've got over here, it's a clean setup. And the outdoor fill is amazing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll put that on every single van I do now. But you don't know what you don't know when you first started. I put one of those big square ones in my van. It's insulated and locked. I don't use it. So you learn as you go. Um, Guys, remember, if you guys normally go to Griswold Family Vacation, please head over there. We're just running over because there's some West Coast people. We're just hanging out a little bit longer. So, but if you normally go to Danny's show, please go show Danny some support. Tell him Johnny sent you. It's okay. I love my build. Thank you. You're gaining expertise. It's to be expected. Absolutely, absolutely. And I feel like people understand that too. Um, Water setup, awesome. It's a sweet setup. It really is a sweet setup. I did the gray tank today, to the sink and the shower coming over, so it's a clean setup. I'm glad I did a lot of the work myself, but I pretty much had a few people on speed dial for the electrical. Um, Mine is an easy setup. Absolutely. Just having someone to bounce some questions off of is exactly, because the last thing you want to do is like, oh my goodness, what? Guys, I was thinking about doing a video. Tell me what you guys think about this. Say yes, do it, or say no, I doubt anybody will be interested. And what I want you guys to do is tell me the truth, because if all of you say no, don't do it, nobody would be interested. You just saved me some time. But if you think, you know what, somebody might want to know that, let me know that so that I'll do the video. This is what I'm thinking. At the shop, I have 3M Thinsulate. I've got Havelock wool. I've got foam insulation. I've got rigid foam insulation. I'm thinking about setting them all on fire and seeing how each one react, because a lot of people, when they're living in a van, one of the things that they think about is fire. What if there was a fire? And I wonder which one of those insulations would just like respond the worst, which one would respond the best. I can torch them all on my own and not do a video on it. But I thought maybe somebody would like that. So yes, do it. Yes, do it. Yeah, I just think that maybe like I would want to know. So, but I've got Havelock wool in my van. If the Havelock wool goes up in flames, I'm going to be pretty nervous. No. Yes, do it. I heard Havelock wool is good. Absolutely good. Johnny wants to play with fire. Oh, I tell you, no kidding. I don't know if some of you guys might have already heard this story. ABSO, I think that's absolutely. Um, Oh, people, so good to see. Good to see. Okay, I think a lot of folks would love to see that. It would help them make a better choice. And even if you were doing a tiny home, because if you were doing a tiny home, you may want a hydrophobic insulation. You may not want normal household insulation. So it might be good. I haven't seen that done before. I bet people would watch it. That's what I was thinking. And I actually Googled it on YouTube. I did a search and I really didn't see it out there. I saw someone did it on household insulation. Um, so maybe I'll do that. I think that might be work. Don't use dryer lint. I know, right? A little wax. Have a gas mask, proper fire extinguisher. I do have that. We have a foam factory that caught fire for a few weeks ago. Oh, huge pieces of, oh man. Oh, that would be horrible. Yeah. Deborah literally used lint as my fire. Yeah, I do too. Yep. Let us know when. Yeah, I may shoot that this week then. Do not use polyester fiber either. I'm just going to use those four that I have here. We'll be on standby for you for you with the extinguisher. Um, yeah, yeah. I oh oh I teased not for insulation. I used to. I'm not sure what that. I'm not reading it right. Yeah, so I'll do that pretty soon. That'll be pretty cool. I've got a fire extinguisher down here at the shop. I'll probably only take like a 1 foot by 1 foot piece of insulation. I thought maybe I'd set a timer and like, just kind of have it on screen and really, just let it show for itself. Um, Good night all and to all good night. Good night, Kathy. Good to see you. Time for bed. Good night, everyone. All right, guys, let's shut it down. Let's go over to Griswold and show him some love. Give him a Johnny's Journey raid late. I don't know if Angela, before you go, would there be any way you could drop his link real quick? I've got, or Deborah, one of you guys. I've got two mods in here. Oh, I gotta. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Cool. What Charlie say? Holy moly, I just got the call that I'm doing comedy set, an RV comedy set at the Tampa RV pre-show. So cool. Thank you. That is so cool. Anybody going to the Tampa RV show? That's going to be funny. Congratulations. Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you guys next week.